Josh Beckett looks for his 10th win of the season as the Sox look to take the series as we play day baseball next from Fenway. Welcome to a beautiful day in Boston, in the Back Bay, where Fenway Park is the home for Game 4 of this 4-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, as always, joined by Jerry Remy. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox have been scoring early and often and just pounding people on this homestand. And again last night, coming up with the big bats.
Well, for those who like runs, the fans that like to come to the ballpark to see runs scored, they've seen plenty of them on this homestand for the Red Sox between Seattle and Kansas City. Look what the Sox have done during this homestand. A .366 batting average, 8 runs per game, 14 hits per game. They have hit 6 home runs, and they've been very patient with 22 walks. Scored 12 or more runs 3 times in 6 games. And, you know, it's so unusual, Don, when you have the whole lineup swinging the bat as well as the Red Sox have. Once in a while, you maybe got a couple of guys that are swinging the bat well, others are struggling. But right now, it's 1 through 9 that's swinging the bat well, and they certainly hope this can continue for as long as possible. This doesn't happen very often. This has been something special to watch on this homestand.
Well, part of their attack last night was a grand slam for David Ortiz. He now has 1,000 RBIs in a Red Sox uniform. He helped the Red Sox win Game 3. Game 4 is coming your way next. AT&T, Toyota's official website for deals by Toyota.com, and by Southwest Airlines. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Welcome back to Fenway Park. Just a beautiful day today in Boston. Great day to be out in the right field roof deck or on the monster seats here at Fenway Park. Red Sox have taken the field, so check out the Kansas City Royals starting 9. Alex Gordon is in left field leading it off with Mitch Meyer in center batting second. Billy Butler is the DH with Eric Hosmer, who's had a great series and very good first year at first base. Jeff Francoeur is in right field. Mike Moustakas at third base bats sixth. Matt Trainer doing the catching for the day game after the night game. With Chris Getz at second base. Alcides Escobar is at shortstop batting ninth. On the mound for the Red Sox today is Josh Beckett, his 20th start of the year. He's 9-3 in search of that 10th win of the year, 2.07 earned run average. He has 107 Ks in 126 innings, and opponents are hitting at just 183 against him. He has gone 7 innings last time out against Seattle, giving up 1 run, 7 strikeouts. In his career against Kansas City, he is a perfect 6-0 with a 2.26 earned run average.
The Red Sox defense is second in the American League with 49 errors on the season. Kevin Youkilis will be at third base. Yamaiko Navarro, the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second. And Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman. Left to right, Drew Sutton, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Josh Reddick. And Jason Varitek doing the catching for Josh Beckett. The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture.
Umpiring crew, Gary Cederstrom has the play calling the balls and strikes. He is the crew chief with Adrian Johnson at first base. Chris Conroy is the umpire at second, and Lance Barksdale, the umpire at third. Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas tardes, amigos.
76 degrees today at Fenway Park. A breeze in from right at 9 miles per hour. Partly cloudy, the forecast for the remainder of the day. Right now, the sun is shining brightly as Josh Beckett's ready to work to Alex Gordon. And the first pitch of the ball game from Beckett is inside, ball 1. We're underway. Alex Gordon has had a terrific series and a very good year. 300 average now, 12 home runs and 54 runs batted in. In the air, foul off to the left, and it's 1-1. Gordon 5 for 15 in the series. He had 3 doubles in the game last night, 4 doubles in the series, and a home run. One to Gordon. He is up and away. Fastball, and it's 2-1. The numbers, as I mentioned, staggering for Beckett against Kansas City. 6-0, 2.26 earned run average. Works out to 14 earned runs and 55 2/3 innings pitched. And here at Fenway Park, he's 2-0, 1.44 against Kansas City. This is hopped up foul ground as Youkilis going as far as he can. Will not have a play.
Gordon late on a couple of Josh Beckett's fastballs here early in the ball game, fouling both of them off to the left side.
Well, 8 starts at Fenway Park now for Beckett. He's 4-0 with a 1.61 earned run average this year. Best home ERA in the American League, 4th in the majors with his 1.61 earned run average here at Fenway. The 2-2. Full count out, Alex Gordon. He's got quality starts in 9 of his last 11 home games. He has lost just 4 of his last 33 starts here at Fenway Park since the start of 2009. This is in the air, struck well to right field, sending Reddick back. It'll take him to the dirt of the track, but he's there to make the catch.
Beckett getting that fastball inside. Gordon getting the head of the bat out, but not quite deep enough. You can see Josh Reddick checking just how far he's got to go. He's on the track and makes the catch.
So 1 down here in the first inning for Mitch Meyer, whose previous appearance in this series came as a pitcher. Came into the game and finished it off here for Kansas City. It's the 8th inning on Tuesday night. It is the 8th different position player in franchise history take the mound, in the first since Tony Pena Jr. in 2008. This one is sent foul into the seats. Meyer retired Dustin Pedroia on a fly ball to the Green Monster. And he worked around David Ortiz. He doubled off him for a scoreless inning in the end. Swing and a miss. That one's by him. Kent came off the bat, 1-2.
One of the reasons Meyer in the lineup today, he's 4 for 9 in his career against Josh Beckett, but this time Beckett throws the fastball right by him. Lost control of the bat, had one hand out at the end of that swing.
It's only Meyer's 12th start of the year in the dirt, and it evens up now at 2-2. Primarily used as a pinch hitter. Terry Francona and the Red Sox with a 3-game advantage over the idle Yankees today. It's up and away, ball 3, second batter that Beckett has gone full on. The Yankees who were defeated by the Mariners yesterday, off today. They begin a series against the Orioles tomorrow at home. Now the Red Sox will be traveling to Chicago after the game today. John Lackey with his 4th straight victory here last night. Certainly got some help from the Red Sox offense, but take aside that first inning for Lackey last night, he pitched pretty well.
Good sign for the Red Sox, obviously, to have Lackey win 4 games in a row for them.
At a time when they really needed it, Lester was away and on the DL for the bulk of that stretch, and Clay Buchholz still on the DL. Swing and a miss for Meyer. He strikes out, 2 down.
Challenge time from Beckett. The fastball by Meyer. At about 96 miles an hour. So Beckett picks up his first strikeout of the day, his high on the season, 11. Did that against the Houston Astros.
Well, Billy Butler's had a very good series, hitting at 295, 9 homers, 46 runs batted in. He pops it up right side. Pedroia coming in, but it'll be Gonzalez who takes over and makes the catch. Well, Dustin Pedroia's had all kinds of looks this last week. The beard, the no beard. He continues to hit, riding a 24-game hitting streak. He'll be coming up when we come back. These fans coming all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, some 1,200 miles to Fenway Park. They picked a perfect day, beautiful day from Fenway Park as the Red Sox are coming up. And the Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury leading it off in center field with Dustin Pedroia at second base. Adrian Gonzalez at first base. Kevin Youkilis at third. David Ortiz, a DH, in the 5 spot with Josh Reddick in right field. Drew Sutton getting a start in left. Jason Varitek, the captain, bats 8th, and Yamaiko Navarro back in there. He's at shortstop. You've seen him at left, at third, and today he'll be at short. Red Sox dealing with Luke Hochevar today on the mound for the Kansas City Royals. Hochevar ready to work as Ellsbury stands in. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 1. Hochevar making his 22nd start of the year. Under 500 individually at 6 and 8, a 5.29 earned run average. 44 walks to 66 Ks. And win last time out against Tampa Bay in 5 1/3. As Ellsbury grounds it foul. And is down 0-2.
Jacoby right now on a 9-game hitting streak for the Red Sox.
Hochevar in 4 career starts against Boston, a 7.94 earned run average. It has not worked out for him. His 0-2 pitch trying to come in. They go up instead, and it's 1-2. O'Shaver last time out, giving up 3 of his 4 runs in the 6th inning. It's kind of been a trend for him. He's pitched well early, but second or third time through, things seem to go south for him, and trying to prevent that from happening today. On the ground, chopped up the middle. Goes to get it, turns and fires, and gets Ellsbury. Nice play by Chris Getz. Ellsbury running, didn't appear he's going to have a chance, but he gets it done.
Yeah, first of all, getting to the ball, then getting rid of the baseball, having to jump and make that throw to first base to get Ellsbury, who has tons of speed. There's the bounce, there's the jump, and a pretty accurate throw right there from Chris Getz, the second baseman. Usually when Jacoby makes an infielder move that far to his right, it's usually a base hit.
One down for Dustin Pedroia as he takes strike one. Dustin at 308, 14 homers and 53 runs batted in. "24-game hitting streak for Dustin heading into today. He's been able to take care of the hitting streak early in games for the most part. He's hit at .406 during the streak, but 8 home runs for Pedroia. This is towards Getz, a little easier play for him this time. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning.
The Kansas City defense is 6th in the American League. Mike Moustakas at third base. Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. Chris Getz at second, who we've already seen. Eric Hosmer, the first baseman. Left to right, Alex Gordon, Mitch Meyer, and Jeff Francoeur. And Matt Trainer doing the catching for O'Shaver.
2 down here in the first inning. Adrian takes strike one. .351 average start the day for Gonzalez. 17 home runs, 87 runs batted in. .20 points higher than the next batting average in the American League. Michael Young at .331, representing the Texas Rangers. And he is the major league leader right now in average as well. Jose Reyes sitting at .347 to lead the National League. Pitch in there for a strike, and he's down 1-2. Crank foul, still 1-2 to Gonzalez.
That defense set up slightly to pull in the infield, pretty much straight away in the outfield against Gonzalez. No overshift with Adrian at the plate like some teams do.
In the series against Kansas City, he's 7 for 14 with 5 RBIs. 2-2. To right and in for a base hit. A 2-out single for Adrian Gonzalez. Extends the hitting streak to 8 games.
Got a fastball inside, able to clean it out on the line in right field for Adrian Gonzalez. They wanted to go inside. They did get inside, but Gonzalez gets the barrel of the bat out and picks up the base hit.
Well, up to 5:48 during this 8-gamer now for Gonzalez. 2 outs in the first inning with Kevin Youkilis standing in. .280, 14 home runs, 72 runs batted in. This one fouled off above us and evens it count at 1-1 to Youkilis. injured the hamstring or felt some tightness in the hamstring. Came out of game 1, missed game 2, was back in the order last night for the Red Sox, going 1 for 3 in last night's game. Even had a stolen base. That'll drop in there for strike 2. 1 for 6 in the series against Kansas City, but good numbers against Luke Hochevar. In the air to right center field. Mitch Meyer over into right center. Makes the catch. It ends the inning. Done with 1 from Fenway on a beautiful day. We're scoreless. Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. That's pretty good.
The SS Orsillo.
Yes, it was taking on water quickly, sinking fast. It was like the Titanic, but much smaller. Now we head to the second inning. Eric Hosmer, Jeff Francoeur, and Mike Moustakas to bat in the inning for Kansas City. They've got some good hitters, and this guy is right in the middle of their lineup. It's been fun to watch in this series. Offense has not really been the problem for Kansas City as Hosmer continues to rake. He lines one into right field for a base hit. Get the second inning started.
That's a 9-game hitting streak for Hosmer right now. First time he's ever faced Josh Beckett. First pitch he sees, a fastball, and hits the line drive to right field for the base hit.
$18 for 36 during the streak for him. Seems like he's been on base the entire series. He's at first for Jeff Francoeur. 271, 13 home runs, 61 runs batted in. Must be some anxious times for some guys who have been rumored to be headed in different places this time of year as you get close to the trade deadline, which is Sunday afternoon. And here we go, heading into the weekend and kind of looking around, wondering if you're going to be on this team come Monday.
Already a few moves made at the Major League level.
Fukudome, an interesting move for the Cleveland Indians, who are buyers for the first time in a while. Well, one pitch could be 2 to second base for 1, on to first. It is 2. With sharply and right at Pedroia, 2 down.
Great way to keep that pitch count down early in the ball game, a base hit, but then get the quick deuce. The underhand flip to Pedroia to Yamaiko Navarro, and plenty of time to get Francoeur at first base.
So 2 down for Mike Moustakas. Started 3 of the 4 games in the series. Got at third base as he takes ball 1. Moustakas just under 200 at 199. Home run, 9 runs batted in. Terry, as we look towards a trade deadline, if Clay Buchholz was healthy, you can almost say the Red Sox really have no needs. But that's kind of the one wild card heading into this weekend.
Yeah, that's the question we don't know right now about Clay Buchholz. He's supposed to see a specialist, I guess, sometime over this weekend. Back-to-back changeups here by Josh Beckett at 90 miles an hour. And we really don't know what the health of Clay Buchholz is right now. He threw on the mound the other day, and since that time has not been back on the mound and is going to see another specialist. Terry Francona didn't seem to be all that concerned about it.
1-2 is outside, and it's 2-2.
But it has been a nagging thing that has been there for a long, long time.
Certainly very good to have John Lester returning to the rotation and pitching well in his return in the series against Kansas City. Two pitch. Chop foul, and we'll do it again. Deuces are wild. 2-2. 2 outs here in the second inning. And a swing and a miss. Moustakas strikes out. Second K for Beckett. Inning and a half done. No score from the Fens. Etch your name into the history of America's most beloved ballpark by getting a personalized commemorative brick. Your unique message will be engraved onto a brick that will be placed inside the ballpark, concourses Gate B or Gate C. You'll also receive a free replica of the brick with a custom case, proudly display in your home or office. Visit redsox.com/bricks to get your brick today. It's on to the bottom of the second inning back at Fenway Park. And a scoreless contest. David Ortiz, Josh Reddick, and Drew Sutton to bat in the inning. Luke Hoshaver gave up a 2-out single to Adrian Gonzalez, but then got Kevin Youkilis to fly out to end the first inning. Now, last night, David Ortiz with a grand slam, his 20th home run of the year. Now 1,000 RBIs in a Red Sox uniform for David Ortiz. That is in there for strike 2.
David right now on a 6-game hitting streak, and against Hochschild, 3 for 9 with a home run. Full shift put on Ortiz.
It's part of our key matchup, which is brought to you by your New England Acura dealers. On base 6 of 12 times. On the ground, first baseman Hosmer will flip to Hochschild for the out as we check in with Heidi.
Don Carl Crawford is not in the lineup for a second straight day. He had a cortisone injection in his elbow on Tuesday night after the game. He admitted today that he injured it playing long toss while he was on the disabled list, but he doesn't expect it to last long.
Right in, like right under the elbow, like kind of like where the pitch is, so at a lot of times. So, just from trying to stretch my arm out. So, guess I gotta be more careful doing that.
Do you feel like the injection's going to take care of the problem?
I hope so. They said it normally takes out the pain in a couple of days. So, I hope so.
Crawford says it usually, as he said, takes a couple of days for the soreness from the shot to wear off, but he fully expects to be back in the lineup tomorrow in Chicago. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. Red Sox traveling to Chicago after the game today for a quick 3-game road trip. There's Josh Reddick. That's at .358, 4 home runs, 21 runs batted in. A lot of guys who can do a lot of different things on this roster for Terry Francona, as this one is driven to center field, but Mitch Myers out there. And there's 2 down, so in the absence of Carl Crawford, Terry Francona's got a lot of options. We saw Yamaiko Navarro out there last night. Today it is Drew Sutton. It's a lot of different guys who can do a lot of different things, infield, outfield, and here is Drew Sutton. Hitting at .292, no home runs, 7 runs batted in.
Yeah, Drew Sutton and Navarro kind of similar, but both they can play the infield and the outfield, and Sutton getting the start today.
He got called back up again on Tuesday, his 3rd stint with the Red Sox this year. Pinch hit in the 5th inning on Tuesday night, stayed in the game and at third base. On the ground towards Chris Getz at second. Hochschild with a good start today for Kansas City. We're through 2, no score from Fenway. It's a Red Sox initiative that allows season ticket holders and players to donate their tickets to members of the armed forces. The pregame ceremony today included representatives from each service branch and video messages from U.S. troops in Afghanistan. The national anthem was performed by Laura Knoll of the U.S. Air Force Band. You'll hear her sing God Bless America live during the 7th inning stretch this afternoon. And the ceremonial first pitch delivered by highly decorated Colonel Daniel Rogers, a Boston College and Tufts graduate who has served our country across the globe for more than 3 decades. A very special day here at Fenway Park, and a great thing the Red Sox have done over the last several years here at Fenway Park, and a lot of them taking in the game today as a result and enjoying their day at Fenway Park. There'll be more this season. August 16th is one of 2 dates that this will happen moving forward, and that is the day portion of a day-night doubleheader against Tampa Bay. And September 19th, another makeup game, that one against the Orioles. So glad they're here today, and we thank them as always for all they do. That Trainer leading it off for Kansas City here in the 3rd inning. Bottom 3rd of the Royals order. Trainer, Getz, and Escobar.
Fastball followed by a curveball from Josh Beckett. Quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
Down and away, 1-2. Beckett trying to get that 10th win of the year, coming in at 9-3 into today's action against Kansas City. He's won 3 straight decisions and 5 of his last 6. Beat Seattle last time out, 7 innings, 1 run. Trainer strikes out. He knew it. He takes with him the 3rd K for Beckett. 1 down.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Beckett, both on curveballs. The one in the 1st inning was on a fastball. Threw this one directly at Trainer, and it picks up the inside corner.
So 1 down here in the 3rd inning. Chris Getz, second baseman, had made a nice defensive play on Jacoby Ellsbury in the 1st inning. That's for the first time today, and takes strike 1.
Once again, gets a very good bunter. Youkilis in tight at 3rd base.
Drops the bunt down, but it's back to Beckett. He fields and throws. High throw, but Gonzalez comes down in the bag. 2 down. Not where he wanted to bunt that.
Now, perfect for Josh Beckett, though. He wanted to push it by Beckett out towards second base. Instead, he gets that big bounce. And a nice, easy play for Beckett. Throw a little bit high at first base, but Gonzalez able to make the catch to get the out. The whole idea of that drag bunt is to try to get it by the pitcher and make the second baseman or first baseman field it.
Gets us out, number 2 of the 3rd inning. And here's Alcides Escobar. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. 244 average, 2 home runs, 31 runs batted in for Escobar. Beckett first pitch strikes to 6 of the last 7 batters he's faced in the game. And there's strike 2. Escobar 1 for 11 in the series. And was 0 for 4 in last night's game. In the dirt outside, and it's 1-2.
Escobar was taken out early in the ballgame last night to get a little rest for this day game coming up today. Avila's filling in at shortstop for a couple of innings.
Does that make much of a difference for you to come out of a game like that?
Sometimes it does, yeah. Mentally it does. I mean, physically he's not getting a whole lot of rest, obviously, but mentally sometimes it does give you a little bit of a break.
Breaking ball, and he strikes out Escobar. 4 strikeouts for Beckett, a 1-2-3 third. We're scoreless from Fenway. Daily presented by Sunlight Financial. The latest on the Patriots trade for Albert Hainsworth. Reports from Foxborough on the first day of practice. Plus, Patriots head coach Bill Belichick speaks for the first time since the end of the lockout. All this and much more on Nesson Daily tonight at 10, only on Nesson. Well, it is a spectacular day here at Fenway Park. Comfortable conditions, lots of sunshine. And so far, good pitching on both sides. Josh Beckett, Luke Hoshaver. So we head into the bottom of the third inning. Jason Varitek, and Michael Navarro, and Jacoby Ellsbury to bat. The captain back in there today at 235. 6 home runs and 20 runs batted in. Take strike one from Hoshaver. Varitek 1 for 5 in the series with a home run. Varitek fouling it back. Still 0-2. Hoshaver at 94 miles an hour.
Small sample size, but Varitek has faced Hoshaver 5 times, has 3 hits, including a home run.
To center field and in for a base hit for Varitek. Second Red Sox base hit of the game, and it leads off the bottom of the third inning.
Now Varitek this time getting a curveball from Hoshaver. A 12-6 curveball, stays about knee high, and Varitek takes it into center field for the base hit. So leadoff man on here in the third inning for the Red Sox.
So Varitek, who's always hit the Royals well, a .314 career average against Kansas City. He's at first base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third for Michael Navarro. Takes a pitch in tight. 219, a home run. 3 runs batted in for Navarro. He is 3 for 8 in the series against Kansas City. Starts at third and in left. And today starting at shortstop. In there for strike one, 2-1. This marks the second start at shortstop for Navarro this season. Made 6 starts last year at shortstop for Boston. As he lifts a fly ball out to left field, Alex Gordon back at the wall. It's off the wall. Varitek gets to third base on the double by Navarro.
Well, Navarro turns around and high inside fastball. He's got a little step toward third base when he hits, and that time taking that fastball and taking it off that left field wall. Good read by Jason Varitek. He knew it was going to be off the wall, so he has no problem making third base. He was thinking about being waved home, but held up.
Safe at second, safe and secure. New York Life. Second and third, nobody out. Good start to the bottom of the third inning as Jacoby Ellsbury checks in. And takes strike one. Ellsbury grounded out to Chris Getz, second base in the first inning. Lines this foul out ahead. And it's 0-2. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Second and third, nobody out. And Ellsbury down 0-2. To right field. Francoeur on the move, won't get there. It's in for a hit. From third comes Veritek. Navarro behind him. It's a 2-run single for Ellsbury, and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead.
All off-speed pitches that time to Jacoby Ellsbury. Again, it's the curveball. And Ellsbury's sitting on it this time, lines it into right field to drive in 2 runs. Picks up his 61st and 62nd RBIs of the season.
10-game hitting streak now for Ellsbury at 475. RBIs 10 and 11 during the stretch. And a 2-0 Red Sox lead as Pedroia stands in. Looking to extend his hitting streak. Ellsbury starts and stops at first base. He's 29 out of 39. Popped up. Left side, a lot of sunshine. Escobar battles it. Makes the catch for the first out here of the 3rd inning. So Pedroia 0 for 2 today. Here comes Adrian Gonzalez, who singled in the first inning, 1 for 1.
In this 3-game series, 7 times have the Red Sox had multiple run innings. Actually, this being the 4th game of a 4-game series.
Gonzalez takes ball 1 up and away. Well, Luke O'Shaver, another one of those first-round draft choices. Seems like they're everywhere in this Kansas City Royals team.
They're loaded with them.
Everybody's a first-round draft choice. And it includes Luke O'Shaver. He was the first pick overall in 2006. He's now 27 years old. There's a strike over the outside corner, 1-1. Missed a good chunk of time last year with right elbow sprain. Made only 18 appearances, 17 starts. 6-12 in 08, 7-13 in 09. Finished up last year 6-6. Has not reached the potential that has been expected, but he has shown flashes of brilliance at times. Gives you a glimpse every now and again. Line to right, and it's a base hit. Heading for third is Ellsbury. Throw from Francoeur is a good one, and Ellsbury, hits him. Fortunate, I think, for Jacoby, because he might have been out. Nice throw from Francoeur in right field.
Well, Francoeur's got a great throwing arm, and he showed it off right there. Ellsbury, if the ball didn't hit him, probably would have been out at third base. Here's that throw by Francoeur all the way to third, but it hits Jacoby as he goes into a slide. Gonzalez getting the base hit on a changeup. Another look as we head toward third base. Here comes the throw right off the back of Ellsbury. Red Sox first and third with 1 out. Looks like it hit him right above the 2.
So first and third now, 1 out. And that is a strike over the outside corner. Give you an idea how big it was for the Royals to take O'Shaver first pick overall. Passed on guys like Evan Longoria, who went third. Clayton Kershaw. This one fouled off to the right, now to play. And Tim Lincecum, who ended up going 10th in that draft.
I'd say all 3 of those guys have done pretty well for themselves.
Yes, they have. Andrew Miller was 6th. Daniel Bard also in that draft, 28th. Chop foul, 0-2. Hoshaver out of the University of Tennessee, where he makes his home in Knoxville during the offseason. Very high, 1-2. His dad Brian played professional basketball with the Denver Nuggets back in 1979. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Youkilis. And a pitch down and away. And it's the first strikeout for Hoshaver. 2 down.
Looked like a slider this time from Hoshaver, down and away off the outside part of the plate to Kevin Youkilis.
So 2 down, 2 on. And David Ortiz, the batter, grounded out to first base in the second inning. In there for strike 1. Outfield for Ortiz to pull. Of course, in the infield, the shift, but even in the outfield, as center fielder Mitch Meyer, step or two towards right center. Laced down the right field line, foul. We talked about the 1,000 RBIs now for David Ortiz. Joins an exclusive club. Yaz, Ted Williams, Jim Rice, Dwight Evans, and Bobby Doerr. Not bad company to keep. Runner goes at first as Ortiz strikes out to end the inning. Back-to-back Ks for Hoshaver. Red Sox get a pair and lead it 2-0 at the end of 3.
Insurance, Amica Insurance, it's not just how you covered, it's how you treated. 4 strikeouts so far in the game for Josh Beckett. A fastball by Meyer, a curveball to Moustakas, a curveball to Trainer, and a curveball to Escobar for the 4 strikeouts so far in this game for Josh Beckett.
So Beckett's now got a 2-0 advantage as he works here in the top half of the 4th inning. The top of the Kansas City Royals order: Alex Gordon, Mitch Meyer, and Billy Butler. Alex Gordon flied out to the warning track in right field in the first inning. And looks at ball 1 inside. Had 3 doubles in the game last night. Also had 2 outfield assists in last night's game. Swing and a miss, 1-1. He's 6th in the American League in hits with 122. Tied for second in doubles. He's got 30 of them now. And starting to become the player the Royals thought he was going to be. On the outside corner. 94 and just getting the corner. 1-2.
You're talking last night, Don, about the pressure this guy was under coming up with the Royals. Everybody calling him the next George Brett. That's a little bit tough.
He's from there, and they really built that up. I remember we were there.
Yes.
For his first game.
Right.
Opening day. And it started to go bad early. And you could tell the pressure was mounting. And really, it's taken a few years. He spent a good bulk of time last year going back to Omaha. They changed his position altogether. No longer a third baseman, now in left field. And it is starting to work out for Alex Gordon. Here's a 2-2. And it's up high, ball 3. Remember that day he was at third and Tony Pena Jr. was at short. Neither is in that capacity right now.
No, one's an outfielder, one's a pitcher.
Pitching for the Pawtucket Red Sox. This is foul off to the left. 94 from Beckett.
I would have to say that move to left field is going to be a little bit easier than that move to the pitching mound.
Yes. We saw some of Tony Pena Jr. during spring training. Beckett has not walked anybody today. 4 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch. He is fouled off and will do it again. 40 pitches now for Beckett, dealing with his first batter here of the 4th inning. Outside, ball 4, and there's the first walk given up by Beckett. Well, it's time now for the flamethrower, brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce. The hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap. Tuesday night, Alfredo Aceves picked up his 6th win of the season for the Red Sox, his 5th in relief. Aceves pitched 3 scoreless innings and struck out 3. The flamethrower is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap. You know, he's been so valuable for the Red Sox so many times, multiple innings, starts. Mitch Meyer fouls it back. And he's down in the count 0-1. Terry, guess which round Mitch Meyer went in?
I have no idea.
He's another first-round draft choice.
Another first-rounder.
30th pick in 2003.
A lot of young guys with a lot of money.
Everybody on this team is a first-round draft choice. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I thought you were throwing me a trick question.
I wasn't. If you'd come back and said 6th, I would have been shocked.
I was going to say something like 44.
No. First-round draft choice. Another one. They all are. Last year's first full year at the major league level, hitting at .263. Out of the University of Toledo. This will bounce in. Veritek to his right. No advance for Gordon at first base.
Nice job by Jason Veritek, bouncing to his right to block this ball, knock it down. Beckett tries to snap off the curveball, and Veritek just smothers it.
To be official about it, they have 7 of their own first-round draft choices on the current roster.
So they're growing up together.
Two-two pitch coming to Mitch Meyer. And he fouls it off. Two is fouled off to the left. 95 that time from Beckett. And it hangs at 2-2. Leadoff walk for Alex Gordon to start this inning. Beckett now with a count of 2-2. It's a good lid. A lot of hanging socks. A little bit low at 96 full count. Second straight batter. Beckett has gone full too. Meyer had a full count in the first inning before he struck out. There's Billy Butler waiting on deck. Go to first, and Gordon diving back to the bag. Three-two pitch. We'll have to wait as they check it first on Gordon.
9 steals for Gordon at first base. Caught 6 times.
Runner goes, and it's ball 4. Throwing down is Varitek, but a walk to Gordon and a walk to Meyer. 2 have reached here to begin things here in the 4th inning. Let's time out for today's AT&T trivia question. Prior to last night, when was the last time the Red Sox hit back-to-back home runs to begin the game? So Ellsbury and Pedroia go back-to-back last night. When was the last time it happened? I'll have the answer for you a little bit later. Right now, Beckett is run into some trouble. Back-to-back walks to begin things here in the 4th to Gordon and Meyer. And now here is Billy Butler. Butler popped out to first base. Coming into this 4th inning, Josh Beckett had thrown 46 innings, giving up only 4 walks. And here he walks back-to-back batters. It covers 6+ starts. Swing and a miss on a pitch running away, 1-1.
Cut fastball that time for Beckett. Looked like a strike on the outside part of the plate and then just darted away from Billy Butler.
That's on the corner for strike 2. 94 miles an hour. He stays away from Butler. Billy Butler's a first-round pick, too. The 1-2 is in the air to center field. Ellsbury going back at the track at the wall. That ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Billy Butler, his 10th home run of the year. And just like that, the Kansas City Royals take a 3-2 lead. A blast to straightaway center field. And the Kansas City Royals are now on top. Walks hurting Beckett here in this inning.
Well, that is the first home run that Josh Beckett has ever allowed to the Kansas City Royals in all of his starts he's made against the Royals. They had stayed away early in the count, but that time a fastball gets down about knee-high, middle in, and Butler takes it to center field for the 3-run home run.
That was only the 3rd home run that he's given up at Fenway Park this season. 2nd home run of the series for Butler. Now Hosmer, who singled into right field first time up, takes ball 2. And 3 runs equals the most runs given up by Beckett at Fenway Park this season in an outing. He's done it twice before. 2 walks and then a solo home run, and just like that, Kansas City takes the lead. Hosmer takes strike 1. Popped up back a second. Yamaiko Navarro. A couple of strides on the outfield grass. Battles the sun, but makes the catch. The first out of the 4th inning. Well, when the Sox win, you win. Buy any lobster sandwich at D'Angelo the day after his Sox win and get a free small sandwich on your rewards card. See participating stores or D'Angelos.com for details. 1 out in the top of the 4th inning, and it brings up Jeff Francoeur. Breaking ball line to left. Sutton going back, and he'll make the running catch. No, he drops it. Got some glove on it, it appeared. And can't come up with it as it lands on the warning track, and Francoeur's to second with 1 out.
Now, it looked like Sutton had it tracked down going back to the warning track. In stride, puts the glove up, but the ball hits right in the heel of the glove, as you can see, and falls out.
They credit Francoeur with a double. 3rd hit of the game for Kansas City. It was Mike Moustakas, 3rd baseman, who struck out swinging first time up. Think that might have been an error?
I think so. It seemed to me like he had it tracked pretty well, and he had the glove in perfect position, just bounced off the heel of the glove.
Check swing foul. And out of play. We get another look here. Sutton going back, appears to hit him in the heel of the glove.
Yeah, it's by no means a routine play, but the fact is that he was there, had the glove there, had the ball actually in the glove, and then bounced out.
Oh-2 from Beckett. It's down in the dirt, gathered by Varitek. No advance for Francoeur at second base. Red Sox had a 2-0 advantage coming into the inning. They trailed 3-2 now. 1 out, Jeff Francoeur at second base. Doing some dancing out at second base as Beckett misses for ball 2. Line to right field, and this is trouble as it heads down towards the corner. Francoeur will come around and score the 4th Kansas City run as Moustakas with an RBI double puts the Royals on top by 2.
And Moustakas getting a cut fastball inside, down and in. It doesn't get far enough in for Beckett's liking. And taking it right down that right field line past Josh Reddick. He's going to chase it down all the way down in the corner. And Moustakas at second base with a double and an RBI.
It's been a 30-pitch inning so far for Beckett, and he's not out of it yet. He's got just 1 out. So a visit from Kurt Young wraps up. And it'll be Matt Trainer coming up. Kansas City catcher who struck out looking in the 3rd inning. 1 of 4 strikeouts today for Beckett. Inside for ball 1 with the fastball. Beckett talking to himself at the moment. Down the line at 3rd, but foul. Walk to Gordon to begin the inning. Meyer walked. 3-run home run for Billy Butler after the pair of walks. Hosmer popped out for the first out, then back-to-back doubles Francoeur and Moustakas as the Royals get another run, and now they lead it 4-2.
Moustakas at second base does not have a steal on the season, but getting some attention there from Josh Beckett.
Broken bat, liner to center that's going to get in for a base hit. Moustakas will be stopped at 3rd as Ellsbury gets it back into the plate. And Trainer with a base hit, and it's 1st and 3rd now with 1 out. Not great contact, but a base hit.
Once again, that cut fastball, and it didn't sound very good off the bat, but the result was good for Trainer as he drops it into center field. A little deke out there, as you can see, by Ellsbury, but the runner had already taken off at that point and makes it as far as 3rd base.
So 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Here's Chris Getz. Tried to bunt his way on in this 3rd inning and bunted it right back to Beckett and threw him out. Well, he's bunting again. It's back to Beckett again. This time he'll go to 1st for the out as Trainer takes 2nd base.
That's one of those safety squeezes. If the bunt looks like a good one and it gets by the pitcher or down the line, the runner from 3rd will score. And again, it's right back to Beckett. He's able to make the play and throw him out at 1st base, and runners have to hold at 2nd and 3rd.
There is action in the Red Sox pen. Randy Williams. A credit Getz with a sacrifice on that play. As Escobar stands in 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs now. And he chops it foul. Well, Randy Williams is getting a ton of work. Last night went an inning and 2/3 giving up a run. Prior to that, he had tossed the final 2 innings of the extra inning game on Monday, taking the loss. So this would be 3 out of 4 games of this series that he has pitched in the first 2 in extended time. There he is again warming up. Outside corner for strike 2. Escobar not buying it. Those pitches that Josh Beckett has thrown in any inning this season have come here in the fourth. 35 had been the previous high. This is pitch number 70 coming up. Did he go? They'll check. No, he did not, says Adrian Johnson. Looks like a good call. One-two from Beckett. On the ground towards Pedroia, plays the hop, throws to first, inning over. But a 4-run inning for the Kansas City Royals, who take a 4-2 lead at the end of 3.5. Look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow the Red Sox begin a brief 3-game series with the Chicago White Sox. Shortest trip of the year for Boston, because right after the series they return home for 7 games. It begins with 4 games with the Indians before welcoming the Yankees into town for 3 games to close out the month.
Try my hobby. Let's see, what is it? Irish step. It's indoors. No wind. No talking.
Perfect. You can hang out, Jake. Everything you like. He covered it all.
He's got it all.
Yes.
I look good in that outfit, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be Michael Flatley in no time. It'll be the Rem Dog dance. Bottom of the 4th inning. Josh Reddick flied out to center field. A 26-minute wait for Luke Hochevar, who's now got a lead. Reddick, Sutton, and Varitek here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Up and away for ball 2, 2-2. Hochevar giving up 2 runs to the Red Sox in the 3rd inning after he had kept them scoreless in the first 2. Jacoby Ellsbury with a 2-run single as the count now goes full on Josh Reddick. On the ground, foul down by the tarp. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. Reddick grounds it back to O'Shaver, who knocks it down. His time to recover, and does as he gets Reddick out for the first out of the inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Don, J.D. Drew spoke today about the pain he has in his shoulder that finally landed him on the disabled list. He said he's been dealing with the pain for a while now, but it finally started affecting his swing. He had tried getting some cortisone shots, but that didn't help, and so the team decided to put him on the disabled list to get him healthy.
I don't really have a timetable, I mean, it could be soon. I just think it's, as soon as I find those strength gains and then start going back and hitting again, as long as I'm kind of pain-free, I'll be fine.
Drew said he needs to strengthen that shoulder, and then he's going to start hitting again. He said in the meantime, it's been great seeing Reddick mature and play so well. In fact, Reddick told me the other day that Drew has been very helpful in giving him advice, particularly in how to play Fenway Park's unique right field. Don?
All right, thanks very much. This wasn't J.D. Drew like there for why he had to think something was wrong with J.D. As time went on, and certainly the at-bats were kind of racking up and not having a lot of success. And a swing and a miss for Drew Sutton. Sutton grounded out to Chris Getz at second base. 0 for 1 today. On the ground to Getz again. On to first, and there's 2 down in the inning.
Beginning for O'Shaver here as his club puts some runs on the board and trying to shut the Red Sox down. Seems like every time a team puts runs on the board, the Red Sox will be able to battle right back and take the lead again.
So 2 down here in the inning. Jason Varitek coming up. Varitek singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Got one of the Red Sox 5 hits. Lands it foul out ahead, back into the grandstand area. It's time now for the answer to today's AT&T trivia question. Prior to last night was the last time the Red Sox hit back-to-back home runs to begin a game. Got to go back to July 21st of 1995. Troy O'Leary and John Valentin went deep off Mike Trombley of the Minnesota Twins here at Fenway Park. It's part of a 4 home run night for the Red Sox and a 13-5 win. Stroby Ellsbury and Dustin Pedroia homer to start the game last night, and it was the 4th time Ellsbury has led a game off with a home run this season. 5th time for the Red Sox to have done it. Marco Scutaro as the other leadoff home run this season for Boston.
Had to be a strange lineup that night with Troy O'Leary in the leadoff spot.
Yes. In my time here, I never remembered Troy O'Leary ever leading off.
Batting leadoff.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Varitek. Up and away, and it's a full count now. O'Shaver's not walked anybody and has 2 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings. And Michael Navarro on deck. O'Shaver, an important inning, and he lives up to the task here as he strikes out Varitek. A 1-2-3 4th, a 4-2 Kansas City lead. Gonzalez to help local families by donating $1,000 for every home run Adrian hits this season to select Habitat for Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. Well, Adrian Gonzalez and the Red Sox trail Kansas City today 4-2 as the Royals come to bat in the top half of the 5th inning. Tough 4th inning for Josh Beckett as he faces 9 Kansas City Royals, gives up 4 runs on 4 hits. The big blast, 3-run home run by Billy Butler after Beckett had walked 2. And you see that 4th inning filled up on the score sheet for Kansas City. Everybody get to bat in that inning. Alex Gordon has flied out to the warning track and walked. Came around to score the Royals' first run. And leads it off here again in the 5th. On the ground foul down towards the tarp. A sprawling play with no shoes.
And keeping his feet in the stands, which is critical to staying in the ballpark.
Breaking ball missing away, 1-1. Gordon will be followed by Meyer and Butler here in the 5th inning. Fly ball to center field. Ellsbury, the glasses on, still shades the eyes and makes the catch for the first out of the 5th.
A little tough out there this afternoon for the infielders, outfielders on fly balls. Not many clouds to help out. Blue skies up above, sunshine. Picture perfect day for baseball here at Fenway.
Mitch Meyer looks at ball 1. Meyer struck out in the 1st, walked and scored in the 4th inning. And fouls it straight back to even the count at 1-1. Well, the Red Sox and Royals wrapping up their 4-game series today. Red Sox will head to Kansas City to play 4 games August 18th through the 21st. Wrap up the season series with the Royals. Only 1 visit to Kauffman Stadium this year. Adios Kansas City Royals 12 games back at the Tigers, who are atop the American League Central at the moment. The Indians have slipped 2 games back.
And the Cleveland Indians, of course, will be in town next week as the Red Sox return home for another week to play the Indians and the Yankees.
Yeah, that's where the Royals go today. After this game, they will head to Cleveland. As the pitch in there for strike 3. Mitch Meyer strikes out. 5th strikeout of the day for Beckett. 2 down.
Beckett picking up the strikeout with the fastball inside corner to Mitch Meyer. Second time he has struck him out today on fastballs.
So 2 down. Billy Butler has popped out to first and hit a 3-run home run. We've talked about it before, how as we look at the home run for Butler back in the 4th inning, his 10th home run of the year, and gave Kansas City the time, a 3-2 lead. This is to third. Nicely picked by Youkilis. Picks himself up and throws out Butler. Nice play by Youkilis. It's a 1-2-3 5th and a 4-2 Kansas City lead. Fenway Park. In case you missed it earlier, it's a Red Sox initiative that allows season ticket holders and players to donate their tickets to members of the armed forces. The pregame ceremony here at Fenway included representatives from each service branch and video messages from the U.S. troops in Afghanistan. National anthem today was performed by Laura Knoll of the U.S. Air Force Band. You'll hear her sing God Bless America live during the 7th inning stretch. A little bit later, in the ceremonial first pitch delivered by highly decorated Colonel Daniel Rogers, a Boston College and Tufts graduate who has served our country across the globe for more than 3 decades. So great day here at Fenway Park as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Kansas City with a 4-2 lead. Luke Hochshamer on the mound today, and he's pitched well, giving up 2 runs in the 3rd, but that's been it, as he's retired 5 batters in a row. And it's Jermichael Navarro, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Dustin Pedroia here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Navarro doubled and scored in the 3rd inning. Trying to bunt his way on. Bunts it foul.
I think the breaking ball threw off his timing a little bit. I've mentioned many times, most guys that bunt time it off a fastball. And this time it's the curveball and Navarro out in front of it a little bit, bunting it foul. But better foul than back to the pitcher.
In the air to right center field. Meyer with a long run. Over comes Francoeur, and look out. Meyer makes the catch. And they just did avoid a pretty big collision out there in right center field.
We've seen Francoeur in this series cover a lot of ground going to his right, but this time it's Mitch Meyer, the center fielder, stepping in front of Francoeur and making the catch. Looked like they were both calling for it.
Meyer kind of reaching out to make that catch while avoiding contact that he knew was coming from Jeff Francoeur. Not able to make the grab for the first out of the 5th inning, but he's all right out there. And here is Jacoby Ellsbury. His 2-run single in the 3rd inning provides the Red Sox runs in this game so far. In the air, foul, and back into the seats. Pitch number 75 coming up for Hochshamer with 1 out here in the 5th inning. In there for strike 3. Ellsbury knew it. Takes with him the 4K for Hochshamer on the day. 2 down.
Beautiful pitch there by Hochshamer, picking up the outside corner with the fastball against Ellsbury. Inside on the first 2 pitches and back to the outside part of the plate to put him away.
2 outs here in the 5th inning. Dustin Pedroia looking to extend this hitting streak. He's at 24 games right now. He's 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to second base and popped out to short. .20 pitch is just outside, and it's 3-0. Hochshamer hasn't walked anybody yet today. Now he has. Pedroia down to first base with 2 down in the 5th. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region 2 years in a row by J.D. Power and Associates. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. Now a 2-out walk for Dustin Pedroia here in the 5th inning. And it brings up Adrian Gonzalez, who was 2 for 2 today against Luke O'Shaver. Both singles. He singled to right field in the 1st and then did it again in the 3rd. And there for strike 1, 1-1. Good sized gap out in right center. Center fielder Mitch Meyer, step or two towards left center. First a check on Pedroia, back to the bag. There goes Pedroia as Gonzalez with a swing and a miss. Throw is not going to be in time and gets away. Pedroia steals second base. Generally, if he takes off, he's going to get there for the most part. Very good base stealer.
Only been thrown out 3 times and picks up his 21st steal of the season. The rush throw by Trainer is going to bounce. And Pedroia with the head first slide picks up the steal. Almost came off the bag, but grabbed it with his foot.
So he's in scoring position with 2 outs now for Adrian. It's down on the count 1-2. O'Shaver calling out his catcher, Matt Trainer. Bob McClure, the pitching coach for the Royals, looking out as Kansas City here trying to gain a split in this series. They won the first game of the series, dropped the last 2. On the ground towards Getz at second base. Plays a tough hop and fires to first for the out that ends the inning. Red Sox lead Pedroia in scoring position. We played 5. It's 4-2 Kansas City. Can. Kind of a neat moment here today as Josh Beckett was done with his warm-up tosses, handing a baseball to a youngster here at Fenway Park. And we'll get to know him and his dad a little bit later tonight on Nesson Daily.
I don't know who his favorite player was coming to the ballpark today, but I'm quite sure right now It's Josh Beckett.
Tears of joy right there. Coors Light Freeze Can, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, world's most refreshing beer. And if he wasn't a Josh Beckett fan before, you can bet he is now.
Yeah.
4-2 Kansas City on top as we head to the 6th inning. And Eric Hosmer leading it off for the Royals. And a swing over the top of a pitch for strike one. He singled in the second, popped out to short in the fourth, 1 for 2. 5 in a row retired now by Beckett. Up high, 1-1 to Hosmer. Josh has had one bad inning today. It was the 4th, and that's when Kansas City scored all 4 runs. It started badly as he walked back-to-back hitters in Gordon and Meyer. And gave up the 3-run home run to Billy Butler. Then a pair of doubles and a single. It happened fast, and Kansas City went from trailing 2-0 to taking a 4-2 lead. Billy Butler, their DH, with the 3-run home run, his 10th of the year. There's a ground ball at Pedroia at second base. It's down to one knee and throws out Hosmer for the first out of the 6th inning. It's time now for today's Twisted But True fact of the game. Yesterday, Edwin Jackson was on the move. It's something he's getting used to. Jackson started the 2009 season after an offseason trade with the Tigers. Just over 1 year later, he's traded again, this time to the Diamondbacks. Trade deadline last season had him on the move again to Chicago, where he was until yesterday. Just before 1 p.m., Jackson was shipped to the Blue Jays, his 4th team in less than 3 years. The trip to Canada didn't last long. Just about 2 hours later, Jackson was dealt for the 5th time in less than 3 years. But he was sent to the Cardinals along with 3 other players. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea is the refreshing hard iced tea that tastes like real iced tea. Be a little twisted. Now, all this started for Edwin Jackson when he was in Tampa Bay, and they shipped him off for Matt Joyce when he went to the Tigers.
These 3-team trades are all too complicated for me.
Very confusing and hard to pull off. So many moving parts. This is in the air to center field. Ellsbury has room as he ducks back and puts it away. 2 down here in the 6th inning. Yeah, if I was a GM, I'd have no interest in a 3-team deal. I
couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it off.
Wait a minute. We're sending who, where?
Okay, wait a minute. Who are we getting? We're getting this guy, and no, we're not sending him here. No. This doesn't work.
We're taking him from somebody else's team to send him there to get our guy.
Yeah.
Forget it. Too much stuff.
Don't get it.
No. Far too complicated. 1 for 1 sounds good to me. Then into the other stuff, way too much stuff. But everybody does it now. It seems like all the trades are 3-team deals. And there'll be more to follow in the coming days. Trade deadline this Sunday will be in Chicago. It'll be odd. Usually in the past it has been a nighttime type thing. Red Sox have been off for a few. This time will be mid-game when things could happen. One missing inside. To me, still the one that will stick out just because we were both there for it. And, of course, what it led to was the day in Minnesota when Nomar Garciaparra was in the lineup, then came out of the lineup, and then was shipped off.
The one that shocked the world, really.
Yes. Mike Moustakas, 1 for 2, an RBI double. As he takes a pitch outside, 2-1. Pitching line for Josh Beckett, brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5 2/3, 5 hits. As mentioned, all 4 runs coming in the 4th inning. 2 walks, which were part of that inning. He's got 5 strikeouts. And already at 90 pitches with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Outside for ball 4. 3rd walk given up by Beckett. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. Two down, one on for Matt Trainer. Last time Josh Beckett walked 3 in a game, he got to go back 8 starts. It's the Oakland A's on June the 4th. Most walks in a game that he has given up this year is 5. That was against the Tigers. With 3 walks, 2-out walk here to Moustakas, who's at first base, and that Trainer waiting for a pitch. Inside for ball 1 to Trainer. The look that Tom Gilmet gets on the third base line, back into the hitter from a high left field corner spot. There's the look we get of Tom Gilmet from the front. The 1-0 is a check swing foul, and it's 1-1.
All strapped in way
Yes.
up there at the left field line.
Safely. He is attached. Best ball follow in the big leagues. Tom Gilmet. One is outside. No, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Pitch 95 for Beckett. Swing and a miss. Trainer's down on strike. 6 Ks for Beckett. 5.5 done. 4-2 Kansas City. Waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, as it'll be Kevin Youkilis, David Ortiz, and Josh Reddick in the inning. Red Sox trailing by 2 runs, 4-2. As Youkilis looks for his first hit of the day. He's flied out to center field and struck out swinging. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Escobar's got it. He spins and fires a one-hopper that's picked by Hosmer. What a play, both ends. Hosmer, just that swipe, dig out of the dirt to get it on the throw after spinning was Escobar.
Yeah, first of all, Escobar even getting to this ball that's up the middle, then spinning and firing, and what a play at first base by Hosmer. And he just, talk about picking it. Wow. That was not an easy hop at first base to pick. So 2 very good plays by the Royals infield to get the first out of the inning.
One down here in the 6th inning. David Ortiz 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to first base and struck out swinging. Into the shift, and it's Escobar again. He picks this nicely off to the side, throws out Ortiz.
Might want to try somebody else out there right now because Escobar's on fire. That ball hit very hard by David Ortiz, but Escobar picking it. Into the shift. Plays it off to his right side. Plenty of time to get Ortiz at first base. So 2 very good plays for Escobar in this inning.
Coming into this game, he already led all major league shortstops in assists and total chances and putouts and double plays. He's been very busy at shortstop for Kansas City. He's been very good in this series. The 0-1 is in there for 2 quick strikes now to Josh Reddick. Reddick is fly to center and grounded back to the mound. And strikes out quickly. Hoshaver with a 1-2-3 6th inning. We're through 6 from Fenway Park. It's 4-2 Kansas City.
The official resort casino of the Boston Red Sox. Celebrate being a fan of the league's greatest team. Visit foxwoods.com for more information.
It's on to the top half of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. 4-2. Kansas City on top of Boston. Chris Getz leading it off. Number 8 man and second baseman for the Royals, who take strike one. Beckett with his 97th pitch. And it's a liner into left center field, a base hit. Ellsbury over to play it, but a leadoff single for Getz. Pitch count rising for Josh Beckett as he works here into the 7th inning. Seen action at various times during the day, and now it's Franklin Morales who's up for the Red Sox here in the 7th inning.
Let's see if Escobar has the bunt sign here, getting late in the ball game. 2-run game. See if they try to move Getz into second base via the sacrifice.
Escobar has struck out and grounded out in 2 at-bats. Youkilis coming in at third base expecting the bunt, and he shows bunt, but he gets away. They don't need to bunt now as Getz rounds second base. It's through Veritek and back to the backstop, so Getz to second base without the sacrifice bunt.
Ball in the dirt to the right of Jason Veritek. Tries to reach over, can't get it. And into second base goes Getz. Now let's see if they keep the bunt on with the man at second base.
Wild pitch charged to Josh Beckett. (1-0) and they do drop it down, and diving is Veritek, but he can't get it. Nice bid, good effort, but Veritek unable to grab it.
Yeah, maximum effort there by Jason Veritek. He'll go into the dive. It'll bounce, end up in the glove, but it hits the ground first. Helmet falling off. Great effort by Veritek.
Remember some years ago, Jason fracturing that elbow on the on-deck circle that no longer is there. Just to have that hard rubberized surface over on the on-deck circle that he hurt his elbow on here at Fenway Park. A diving play similar to that. Here's a 1-1. 100th pitch. It's dropped down, and Gonzalez looked at third but spins to first. The sacrifice as Pedroia covers at first base.
Well, Escobar has been doing the job everywhere. Gets the bunt down, a successful sacrifice, and also playing some great defense. Taking a base hit away from Kevin Youkilis, and in perfect position against David Ortiz on a ball that explodes right in front of his glove. So defense and the little things in this inning for Escobar.
Gets to third base with 1 out.
And the Red Sox pull the infield in, down by 2 runs here in the 7th.
Beckett at an even 100 pitches. He's got to deal with Alex Gordon now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. As he takes ball 1, did he go? They check. No. This is Lance Barksdale. Curveball in there for strike 1, 1-1. Beckett with 6 strikeouts today, 3 walks. Sent foul down the left field line, 1-2. I want to remind you to tune in to NESN each game night at midnight. For the Sox latest matchup replayed in a convenient 2-hour format on Sox in 2, presented by Ace Tickets. Great seats at great prices. Ball, 2 strikes. Chris Getz 90 feet away with another Kansas City run. Royals already on top here, 4-2. Swing and a miss. Gordon strikes out. Josh Beckett picked a good time to pick up his 7th K. 2 down.
A huge strikeout there for Josh Beckett. Infield in with 1 out. No contact. Goes to the curveball to get the strikeout. Now the infield with 2 outs can move back.
Two down here in the 7th inning. Mitch Meyer struck out twice, walked and scored. Check swing and a ball down low, ball 1. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 13th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. They're having a good time out there today. And what is a beautiful day at Fenway Park. 1-0 is in there for strike 1, 1-1. Coming in on the 1-1 and on the fastball, Meyer swings through it again. He's had a couple of swings where his hand is coming off the bat, and it just happened again.
A cut fastball that time from Beckett.
Up and away, 95, and it's 2-2. Beckett realizing he's probably nearing the end here of this outing from Fenway Park with 2 outs in the 7th inning.
Trying to keep that 5th run off the board.
On the outside corner for strike 3. Strikes out Mitch Meyer, his 8th strikeout, and it remains a 2-run deficit for the Red Sox, who trail 4-2. 7th inning stretch here from Fenway Park, and as promised, we stay here at Fenway for God Bless America.
Thank you for your continued support of the Red Sox Foundation. Now please rise and stretch and prepare to sing along with our Fenway Park organist as he plays Take Me Out to the Ball Game, presented by Coca-Cola. But before that, we welcome back a gifted vocalist from the U.S. Air Force Band of Liberty. Here to perform God Bless America, please welcome Laura Noel.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Last half of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park, 4-2 Kansas City on top of Boston. Luke Hochevar has kept the Red Sox at bay for the most part today, as Drew Sutton leads it off for the Red Sox here in the home half of the 7th inning. He's done the same thing twice. It's ground out to Chris Getz at second base. This is to center. Meyer coming in, and it'll fall for a base hit. And towards the end of the bat, and Sutton's aboard to begin the bottom of the 7th inning.
A changeup toward the end of the bat for Drew Sutton, and he drops it right in front of Meyer in center field for the base hit. So the Red Sox have done a lot of damage in the 7th inning. Let's see if they can do it again today.
Pitching line brought to you by Lexus. 6+ innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts for Hochevar. Lead runner on, Jason Varitek. 1 for 2 in the game. Single, scored a run in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 4th inning. As he looks at strike 1 from Hochevar. Swing and a miss. Varitek late, and it's 0-2. Action for Kansas City as Greg Holland is warming in the pen. And it's Hochevar who's gotten the Royals into the 7th inning. Long pause for Hochevar. Finally the 0-2, and it's ball 1, 1-2.
Does that a lot. He has that long hesitation, and if the hitter does not call timeout, he kind of gives that quick pitch to home plate.
Well, the Red Sox pen is busy as well. Franklin Morales, who'd been up earlier, is back up again. Daniel Bard warming for the Red Sox as well. Josh Beckett at 109 pitches through the first 7 innings today. Hochevar wants to talk to trainer. It's happened a couple of different times. He's called his catcher out, and it happens again here. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live with TC, Jim, and Heidi. And a breakdown of Josh Beckett's outing, including his take on today's performance. Also have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. It's all coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Two. A swing and a miss. Pulls the string on Varitek and strikes him out. 6 Ks for Hochevar, 1 down.
Now, second time he has got him on the slider today for a strikeout. Varitek also getting a base hit on a slider, so every at bat has been decided by that pitch.
One on, one out for Yamaiko Navarro. He doubled and scored in the 3rd inning. Flied out to center field in the 5th. 1 for 2 day, and getting the start today at shortstop. He's at his average right now. Ways to go to reach his high as he falls behind Navarro. 2-0. Navarro jumping back out of the way, but it grabs the inside corner. 2-1.
Once again, the slider from Hochevar. Shiver, excuse me, picks up the inside corner. I was thinking of Boral Rich.
It's kind of a combination of a couple guys. Yeah. He's in the air to left. Gordon going towards the corner, and he'll make the catch. Good running grab back by the 3:10 marker. And it's out number 2 of the 7th inning. Alex Gordon with a nice catch.
Looked like maybe it had enough to reach that wall, but Gordon going to his right on the warning track in front of the wall to make the catch. Gordon having a good series against the Red Sox offensively, defensively.
Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Leadoff single for Drew Sutton. He is still at first base with now 2 down in the inning. As Jacoby Ellsbury stands in. He's grounded out, had a 2-run single, and struck out looking. There's a ground ball to Getz at second base. He'll go to second for the force out that wraps up the 7th inning. Through 7 from Fenway, Kansas City on top 4-2. Well, Jacoby Ellsbury got the Red Sox off to a good start. His 2-run single to right field for Ellsbury brings in Varitek and Navarro. Red Sox take a 2-0 lead in the 3rd. But Kansas City answers in the 4th inning after back-to-back walks given up by Beckett. A 3-run home run by Billy Butler, his 10th home run of the year. Kansas City would score 4 times in that 4th inning, and Luke Hochevar has kept the Red Sox quiet today. Just the 2 runs in the 3rd inning as he goes the first 7 innings, giving up those 2 runs on 6 hits, a walk, and 6 Ks. He's thrown 103 pitches through 7 innings. As we play along to the 8th inning, it's called to the bullpen, brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. And after warming up on a couple of different occasions, Franklin Morales comes into this game to pitch the 8th inning. His 14th appearance, a record with a 4.97 earned run average. He's worked in 12 2/3 innings and 11 strikeouts in 12 2/3, and opponent's hitting at 265 against Morales. Gave up 2 runs in the 9th inning on Tuesday night. Finished the game for the 4th time this season and has allowed just 2 runs in his last 11 games. There's action behind him. Matt Albers warming in the pen as this 8th inning begins. And it'll be Billy Butler, Eric Hosmer, and Jeff Francoeur. 3, 4, and 5 for Kansas City coming up. Butler hits it in the air to right center field. Over comes Reddick into the sun field to make the catch for the first out of the 8th. We'll send it down to Heidi.
Well, Don, Jeff Francoeur's name has been out there as a potential trade candidate for the last few weeks, and one of the teams that has been talked about is the Red Sox, needing that right-handed bat in the outfield. Now, Francoeur said he's happy in Kansas City and wants to stay there, but he did grow up a Red Sox fan.
You know, my dad's from Springfield, Massachusetts. His whole family's up here, so I always have 20, 30 people come to the games when I'm here. So it's always special to me to come here because my dad and grandpa used to take the train and come to all the games here at Fenway. So, you know, playing here is always kind of cool for me.
Francoeur said when he first came up to the majors, his credit card had the Red Sox logo on it, but when his teammates with the Braves saw that, they immediately cut it up. He said he loves playing here at Fenway, but he really likes it in Kansas City. He really wants to be an everyday player, which is one of the reasons he doesn't want to be traded. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. He was last year on the move at this time. As he started the year with the Mets, ended up in Texas, played in just 15 games with Texas and hit .340 in his time there. He had been acquired in a deal for Joaquin Arias, an infielder. When he broke onto the scene with the Atlanta Braves, it was extremely impressive. His rookie year was 05, had 14 home runs, 45 runs batted in, hit 370 games. Eric Hosmer is 1 for 3 in the games. He waits on a 1-2 pitch. Reaches out and just flips it into shallow left. Sutton coming in to make the catch. 2 down. It's time for a game break, and Tom Caron, TC. All right, Tom, thanks very much. 4-2 here. Kansas City on top of Boston with 2 outs in the 8th. And a pitch inside to Jeff Francoeur. Is outside, 2-0. First full season in the major leagues was 2006 for Jeff Francoeur. In his first 4 years in the majors with the Atlanta Braves. It's outside, ball 3, 3-0. Holland looks ready to go in the pen now for Kansas City. Had been warming up last inning, and Luke Koshaver going the first 7 and 103 pitches today. Francoeur on 4 pitches heads down to first base with a 2-out walk. It is the 4th walk given up by Red Sox pitching today. I want to remind you to get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. Mike Moustakas struck out in the 2nd, doubled in the 4th, and walked in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. 95 from Morales. Butler fly to right. Hosmer flied out to left. Francoeur walking. 2 outs, a runner at first. Runner goes at first, pitches a strike, and the throw is not going to be in time, and it gets away. Missed off Navarro and into short center, backed up by Pedroia as Francoeur steals second base.
He picks up his 17th steal of the season. He's been only thrown out 4 times. And in this close ball game, gets in a scoring position with 2 outs. Throw bouncing at second base, but backed up by Pedroia. Francoeur has to hold at second.
on the ground right side. Pedroia to his left, goes to first, and that wraps up the inning with Dustin Pedroia's got a 24-game hitting streak. It may be on the line, could be his last at bat when we come back to Fenway Park. Sox Game Day Live presented by Uno's with Catherine, Jim, and Heidi at 7:30. They'll preview Tim Wakefield's quest for win number 200 in tomorrow's series opener with the White Sox. Plus, they'll have the latest rumors on the MLB trade front. Our live coverage begins at 7 only on NESN. We head to the last half of the 8th inning at Fenway Park. Red Sox trailing by 2 runs. Good news is they're going to get into Kansas City's bullpen after 7 innings from Luke Hoshaver. Greg Holland comes in for the Royals.
Hoshaver did today what not many pitchers have been able to do, and that's hold the Red Sox offense down to just 2 runs.
7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. He walked 1 and struck out 6. So it's Greg Holland into the game, 23rd appearance, 3-1, 1.13 earned run average. 41 strikeouts in just 32 innings. And it's hitting at 177 against him. Dustin Pedroia leading it off and taking ball 1. Winning streak at 24 games. 0 for 2 with a walk today. The 1-0. The 2-0 pitch to Pedroia is fouled off, and it's 2-1. Seven times during this streak, Pedroia has extended the streak in his 4th plate appearance. And here is number 4 of today without a hit at the moment. It's outside, ball 3. Pedroia slaps it foul, 97 from Holland, and it's a full count.
So far, all fastballs from Holland and Dustin Pedroia running that count full.
Saw Holland on Monday night, pitched 2 innings, including a 1-2-3 10th. Three-two pitch. Pedroia hits a fly ball to left field. Gordon going back onto the track at the wall. It's gone into the monster seats. That's one way to continue your hitting streak. 25 games now for Pedroia as it carries right out of the yard and brings the Red Sox within a run.
Well, they stayed away from Pedroia for most of that at bat, and then an inside fastball he takes out of the ballpark.
Nine home runs during this 25-game hitting streak. Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. A home run for Dustin Pedroia brings the Red Sox back within a run. Now Adrian Gonzalez to the count of 1-1. Slap foul, and it's 1-2.
Watch the location of the pitch after staying away. That ball up and in, and that's one that Pedroia very seldom misses. And he didn't miss that one.
One-two chopped up the middle. Escobar to his left. Sidearm toss in time to get Gonzalez for the first out here of the eighth. Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by Eastern Bank. We believe something as simple as your checking account shouldn't come with a lot of strings attached. Eastern Free Checking. See just how good a checking account can feel. One out in the bottom of the eighth inning for Kevin Youkilis, who takes strike one from Greg Holland. Youkilis is flied out to center, struck out swinging, and grounded out to short. Outside 1-1. Did he go? Yes, he did. This is Adrian Johnson, 1-2.
Good call at first base by Johnson.
Outside 2-2, more action for Kansas City. The left-hander Tim Collins, a Worcester native, warming up. Already appeared in 2 games in this series. Chop towards third. Moustakas on the run. Dug out by Hosmer again at first base. He has been spectacular digging balls out of the dirt today. 2 down.
And he's attacking those bounces too.
Very aggressively.
Wow. There's the one hop to first base. Hosmer attacking that ball. Second time he's done that today.
So 2 down here in the eighth. David Ortiz coming up. Big Poppy 0 for 3 today. But all that was against Luke Hoshaver, the starter for Kansas City today. Grounding out, striking out, and grounding out again. Ball 1. There's a strike, 1-1. Action in the Red Sox pen. Matt Albers. We'll see if the score remains the same. I would imagine for the ninth. Red Sox can tie it up or take a lead. Papelbon starting to get ready. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Coming up after the game today, it's Granite City Electric. Red Sox final with TC, Jim, and Heidi. Have a final word from Fenway and a preview of Tim Wakefield's start as he goes for the 200th career win in tomorrow's opener with the White Sox. Plus highlights from today's afternoon games around the majors. Coming up right after the game, and it's only on Nesson. Ortiz chops it foul, still 2-2. Chop to first. Hosmer has got it. He'll take it to the bag and end the eighth. Dustin Pedroia extends his hitting streak to 25 games with this home run to begin things in the eighth and bring the Red Sox a run closer. At 11 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. With live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit redsox.com for details. 4-3, Kansas City on top of Boston. Dustin Pedroia extending that hitting streak with a home run, and the Red Sox still trail by a run as we head to the ninth. New pitcher, the Red Sox third of the day, is Matt Albers. His 35th appearance, 3-3 with a 2.14 earned run average. There's more strikeouts now than innings. 42 innings, 43 Ks, and it's hitting at 205 against Albers. Matt Trainer leads it off here for Kansas City. 1-for-3 day. He has singled and struck out twice. In tight for ball two. The closer for Kansas City, Joaquin Soria, warming up in the pen, and he's scheduled to face Reddick, Sutton, and Varitek in the ninth inning. Not sure if Carl Crawford would be available or not on the Red Sox bench. The 3-0 pitch to Trainer is in there for strike one. 3-1. Well, Franklin Morales worked the 8th inning. 1 inning, no hits, no runs. He walked a batter, didn't strike anybody out. Trainer sends one to shallow left. It is caught by Drew Sutton. Came into the slide, made the catch.
Now Drew Sutton playing fairly shallow out there in left field anyway. Has to come in, go into the slide, and takes a base hit away from Trainer.
One out in the 9th inning. Chris Getz. Through the right side and by the dive of Pedroia into right field. Getz with his 2nd hit of the day is aboard with 1 out in the 9th.
Had a hit back in the 7th inning on a cut fastball. This time the base hit off Albers on the sinking fastball. So Getz at first base. Getz has 18 steals on the season, so he may be going. There's the effort by Pedroia, but he can't get to it. Gets by him.
1 out, 1 on here for Kansas City. Alcides Escobar. Sacrifice bunt last time up. Runner goes, a pitch out, they guess right, and they're able to get him at second base. Veritek guns down Getz.
Well, the rest of the Red Sox guessing right along with the Royals here as they pitch out a 1-bounce throw to second base, picked by Pedroia, and then the tag right on Getz.
11th runner that Jason Veritek has thrown out this season. There's now 2 outs in the 9th. Base is empty as Escobar takes strike 1. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, to stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on NESN. Escobar to right field, and that's in for a base hit. So big caught stealing there for Kansas City, as Escobar has got a base hit with 2 down in the 9th.
Yeah, that may have turned into another run for the Royals, but with nobody on base, the opposite field base hit by Escobar picks up his first hit of the afternoon.
So 2 outs, Escobar at first, and here comes Alex Gordon. He's flied out, walked and scored, flied out again and struck out. Throw to first, and Escobar back to the bag.
Escobar, another guy that will run, 14 steals.
kind of been sad to see what's happened in Kansas City over the years. A very proud franchise and good baseball town, and pretty good note today in the Red Sox notes. Right now, the all-time record against Kansas City, the Red Sox are actually under 500 against the Royals, 212 and 213. The last time the Red Sox were at 500 against Kansas City could go back to May 3rd of 1980. A long time that Kansas City has had the Red Sox number as this pitch is for a strike over the outside corner. For years, Kansas City was a very difficult place for the Red Sox to play in on the road.
Especially when they had that artificial turf out there. Very, very difficult to go in that ballpark and win ball games.
Some people with speed and guys who like to bunt liked it. Throw to first base, and back is Escobar.
And they also had some pretty good players, led by George Brett.
Good days of Willie Wilson.
Frank White, who's now doing broadcasting for the Kansas City Royals.
One ball, one strike to Alex Gordon. 2 outs, Escobar at first. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Slide it to the outside part of the plate for Matt Albers. Picks up the swing and miss by Gordon.
Albers trying to keep it right where it is. The Red Sox with a 1-run deficit at the moment. Escobar at first, 2 down. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. They guess right again, and this one gets away. So Escobar stealing this one and getting into scoring position.
Well, they've guessed right twice today on pitch outs. That time Navarro trying to apply that quick tag, never really got control of the baseball. There's the pitch out, the throw to second base. Navarro trying to put that quick slot tag on, but couldn't hold on to the baseball.
So a 2-out stolen base here for Escobar. 2-2 is just missing. Very close. Full count.
Albers thought he had this pitch. I don't care what Amica says. That's a good pitch.
Three-two. Down and in, ball 4, and Gordon down to first base. So Albers ends up losing him. First walk for Albers, the 5th walk today allowed by Red Sox pitching. Two on, 2 down. Mitch Meyer, the batter. Meyer struck out 3 times today and walked. To right field. Reddick on the move will get there to make the catch that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning, 4-3 Kansas City, and coming up it'll be Reddick, Sutton, and Varitek as the Red Sox will try to even the score. Nesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your New England Mazda dealers, and by Dunkin' Donuts. Ninth inning from Fenway Park. Kansas City on top 4-3. As the new pitcher for the Royals, their closer Joakim Soria, comes into the game. His 43rd appearance, 5 and 3s, 18 out of 23 in save opportunities. .250 opponent batting average. He's been very good lately after a tough start to the season. His last 19 games, 2-0 with a 0.43 earned run average, 2 walks to 20 Ks. Josh Reddick leads it off and takes strike one. We saw Soria, who entered the game 1 of the series, at 1:53 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Kansas City holding a 3-1 lead in the 14th. 0-1 is missing, and it's 1-1. Give up a double to Reddick in that game. Reddick leads it off in the 9th. And grounds one to Getz at second base for the first out here in the 9th inning. We were wondering about the availability of Carl Crawford, and it looks as if he's not available, as here comes Drew Sutton. Well, maybe not. Now Crawford's jumped out of the dugout and would bat in place of Jason Varitek. Sutton is 1 for 3, singled in the 7th. There's strike one. A reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. Please post-game coverage coming up after the game from our Nesson studios. The 0-1. Broken bat grounder off the glove. As Soria gets one out of play, and Sutton will reach.
Well, the Red Sox looking for any kind of break, and they've certainly got one there. If Soria doesn't touch this ball, it probably ends up a 4-3 ground ball. Instead, he deflects it. It rolls on the grass, and then no play. So Sutton gets to first base with 1 out.
Well, Carl Crawford, bothered by his elbow, did not start this game initially, but he is pinch hitting here in the 9th. 1 out, 1 on, tying run at first base. Crawford takes ball 1. Red Sox have 5 walk-off wins on the year. Crawford responsible for 3 of the 5. Strike over the outside corner, 1-1. Shadows have encompassed home plate at the moment as they start to make their way out to the mound. Crawford fouls it off, 1-2.
Had a good swing at that fastball right down the middle of the plate, but fouled it straight back.
Joakim Soria, who blew his save back on May 30th and then lost his closer's role. Since then, he's returned to the role and has converted his last 7 save opportunities. This one fouled off. Crawford, the only member of the Red Sox who's got more than 1 hit in his career off Soria. Crawford fouls it off at the plate. Soria, who recorded a career-high 43 saves last year, is an all-star for the second time last season. Crawford in the air to right field. Francoeur going towards the corner. Back on the track to make the catch right in front of the wall. And Sutton will come back to first base. Crawford gives it a ride to the deep right field corner, but he's out number 2 of the 9th.
Oh, did that ever look like it had enough to get out of here and then just died? Crawford gets a breaking ball down and in and drives this ball deep to right field. Looks like it's going to be out of here, and then it just died at the end as Francoeur is able to make the catch.
Ended up having to make a basket catch in the end.
Almost coming back toward the baseball. I thought that was gone.
I'm with you. 2 down in the 9th. Yamaiko Navarro, who doubled in the 3rd. Flied out in the 5th, flied out in the 7th as he takes ball 1. There's a strike over the inside corner, 1-1. So a scare for Soria. He's able to get Crawford for the 2nd out of the 9th inning. Allowed out. Navarro fouls it off, and it's 1-2. Red Sox dropped the first game of the series, the 14-inning game on Monday, win back-to-back games. Trail here 4-3 in game 4. Royals trying to gain a split. Swing and a miss. Soria strikes out Navarro, and the Royals do gain a split as Luke Hochevar in Kansas City able to beat Beckett and company today as the Royals hold on to win 4-3. Well, Luke Hochevar pitched very well today for Kansas City. Not many pitchers have been able to do that to the Red Sox.
No, he certainly did, Don, and you have to give him a lot of credit. I mean, you sit in that dugout and watch the Red Sox pound out run after run, and he was very, very good in this ball game today, as was the bullpen shutting down the Red Sox. It looked like they had a chance. It looked like Crawford's ball was going to be out of the ballpark, but it stayed in Fenway Park, and the Kansas City Royals gain a split here at Fenway.
4-3 the final for Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney. I'm Don Orsillo saying good afternoon from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night as the Red Sox take a quick trip to Chicago for a 3-game series. Our live coverage begins at 7 tomorrow night. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Let's send it now to the NESN HD Television Center and Tom Caron.